Alrighty, welcome to House and Garden Flipper episode 114. We're going to flip the garden. We're going to hopefully make it a quick flip today. We're flipping the garden for, oops, oh my gosh, that was my bad. I was moving my mouse somewhere else. Alrighty, we're going to flip the garden for the home and car flip. And if we're really lucky, it'll be a quick garden and we'll be able to sell it today. Let's see how that goes. So we'll head over to the house. See if our real estate agent is still at the top of the list, because boy was he hard to get there. The dude in the bottom corner there is our Lone Wolf 37, a gas mask, I need it. Yeah, anyway, so to be honest, I'm not fond of this flip, but it is everything the real estate agent wants. It has its sauna, it has 4 bathrooms, it has a really simple dining room, kitchenette. It has, I had to take the showers out of 2 of the bathrooms, or the real estate agent wouldn't have had a bar of it. I had to take the furnishing out of the bedrooms except for the bed, and pretty much this is what we were left with. It was a really tough puzzle to work out, I have to say. So that is my house. I'm actually looking forward to the next house where I can just let my hair down a bit and have some fun instead of trying to work out a puzzle, but we'll see how that goes. Let's get the mowing done. We've already done the whipper snipping, so that saves us some pain. We'll just drop it there. And we're going to go with a left mouse button and a WASD and see if I can manage to not drive like a drunken monkey again. Good luck with that. Yeah, I hate trees. Only when I'm trying to mow though. Here we go. So basically today's idea is we're going to give this garden a really quick mow. And then we're going to put in some flowers. I'm not going to do the whole spiel for the English garden. We're just going to keep a very simplified version because we're selling it to the real estate agent, and heaven knows what a highly priced garden is going to do to his bid. So let's just get the garden going. I know, where did I get my license? Well, there was this Wheaties packet, you see, and I had this great surprise in the bottom of it. Of course, the other answer to your question is what license? So there you go. That should explain all the things. Alright, let's drift this mower along the fence line. There's a reason why the guy with the Wheaties box would not give me the license. There you go. The imp in the bottom said no. I've seen how you drive your mower. We are going to have to whippersnip that. That little band of dark green is going to drive me crackers, and I'm nuts enough as it is. So basically, trees make your life awkward. I'm just going to leave them in though, because an English garden can do natural shaped foliage, so this is going to be a budget English garden because the real estate agent is a budget kind of guy. Oh man, apologies if you get motion sickness. I tell you what, I don't, but I'm giving myself motion sickness the way I'm driving. Mowing in real life is much easier. Alright, except for, you know, ants and snakes and spiders and things. And sunburn. And bogging the mower in the wet patches. That's kind of not fun. Although you do have the fun of driving the mower really quickly through the wet patches when your brother's standing far too close. That's fun. I know, right? I'm waffling. Here we go. Let's just get this garden mowed. So basically an English garden has flowers, it has comfortable furniture somewhere, it has, I'll just get that out of the way, So I'm not expecting to do great on the competition, but we'll find out. Why can I not mow that flower? That's just unfriendly. Fine, I will whippersnip the flower. The flower is going. Maybe. Yeah, so it has stuffs. But we're going to keep it pretty simple. Not instead of my usual rigmarole where I do millions of plants. So away we go. That has to be the most resilient set of daisies ever. I mean, that is daisies with attitude right there. Haha, attitude. I see how to get you now. We'll take your attitude and we'll raise you a drifting mower. Wait, these have more attitude than that. Oh my god. Fine, whippersnipper for you it is. Collision box on the daisies is insane. Alrighty. So basically your steering for the mower is WASD keys. And once you get it going in a straight line, you're fine. It's just trying to get it to go in a straight line is my problem. I'd like to say that my excuse is alcohol, but I haven't had any today, so there goes that idea. These daisies, I should have whippersnipped around them. They're insane. This is where the weed whacker is much more efficient. Given the way I drive, anything might be much more efficient. We'll see how we go. Alrighty. Oh, for heaven's sake. That's it. I'm going to get as much of this grass done as I can with the mower, and then I'm just going to take the weed whacker in, or the whippersnipper in, and we are going to just exterminate weeds with prejudice. Well, they are quite pretty, and you can't buy them. Oops. Okay, so if I slide it, sometimes I can get rid of the daisy. Right. It's still faster than the weed whacker, even with my driving. Alright, that's it. Weed whacker time. They say that part of the English garden, one of the little clues you get is you can have these flower meadows. So if I can manage to not weed whacker them, we'll try that out and see how that goes. Seeing as it comes with its own flower meadow, it would be a shame not to do an English garden. These have got to be the toughest flowers ever. This is the row of grass that I couldn't mow before, isn't it? Yeah, and it doesn't want to be mowed now. Okay. Alright, so I'm not sure why that won't go, but there you go. It has been well and truly weed whacked and it's not gone yet. Alrighty. So I'm just going to use the mini-map to find bits of grass that I may have missed. Oops. Okay, those daisies weren't as tough as they thought they were. tree bases. So all I'm doing is just looking in the mini map. I seem to have missed a patch of grass along the edge of the house there. Oh wow, I missed pretty much all the front lawn. That's okay. We'll weed whacker that. There we go. It's much better than dodging daisies. But the mower is faster. Ah! We are done with that. There we go. Alrighty, what could be more English than roses, lavenders, and daisies? Let's just get that going in a tick. There we go. And look, I get some free daisies with this property. Nice. Okay. All of the dark green bits in your mini map when you get your whippersnapper going, that's long grass, or grass that needs mowing. So there's a criteria in your garden competition. I think it's in all of the garden competitions. That, all right, that'll do. That the grass be mowed. I'm really not sure what that thing is. Generally, to get rid of daisies, if I wanted to, all I had to do is just raise and lower the whippersnapper over the top of it, and that will work. Right, so we are going to do a quick line of flowers along the fence line. We're going to do some centre bits here. Don't ask me what yet, I'll work it out in a minute. I'm probably going to stick some flowers in around the tree bases. And we're going to do some comfy furniture out the back. So let's get the comfy furniture, oh my, criteria out of the way first. I did miss some grass out in this yard. Look at that. That's disgraceful. I blame the daisies. It's a conspiracy. Okay, what do we got? We have plants we're going to go with. No, we're going with furniture. What am I thinking? So very quickly, comfy furniture. It has to be pretty cheap because our real estate agent is a cheapskate. So we don't want to frighten him with prices. And what we're going to do is, okay, that's 287. That's out of it. Let me just have a quick look at that. That's kind of cute. It's 45. So what we're going to do is do a couple of chairs and a coffee table. And I think that's probably going to be it. Otherwise, he might shift for another buyer. At the moment, as far as I'm aware, they haven't actually applied the what you buy in the garden as affecting the, yes, we're going to ignore all of those, as affecting your buyers beyond the point that you can increase your garden price. You know what, we're going to go with a really simple. Go grey. That's, why are the pillows? Okay, because it's coffee, that's why. Right, so we're going to go with a really simple setup, just in case things are a little different. So here's a nice kind of couch bench thing, and we're going to give it a bench dessica to go with it. Yeah, no, that's right. I found this out last time I used this, didn't I? Alright, there's our semi-comfy furniture. There are no rugs. I'm not going to put lights in. We are going to give them, kind of looks like a prison yard there, doesn't it? Right, let's go with our rose bushes. And I think we can actually put in some fruit as well. I could be wrong on that one. Let's not play with fire. So we want some tall bushes, we want some short bushes, and we want, go for flowers. We want a ton of flowers, but not too much of a ton. Oleander is poisonous. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want the liability of having an oleander bush in his yard. Fortunately, they're not beekeepers, so that's good. All right, roses. Let's go for our cheaper roses. We have $7 roses, $8 roses. All right, $7 roses it is. We won't go too nuts with them. What colour's my house again? Oops, wrong button. It's kind of brown. No. You know, we want the roses to stand out. We're just going to make them white. We are going to... That's right, I'm supposed to be keeping it plain, aren't I? Ooh. We're going to put roses in the front, and we're not going to use too many of them. So what I'm going to do is maybe put a center line. That wasn't very centered, was it? Never mind. Let me just eyeball the center, which I think is about here. So we're going to put a center line of roses down the middle with enough room in between for lavender. We're going to leave our random daisy bushes in because we can. And then we're just going to prove that these flowers are more resilient than we thought, and we can move them. Alrighty, so there's a single row of roses down the center. See, I can't really go nuts with this garden. Where is my lavender? Lavender should be fairly cheap. Yeah, $5.61. We can go a bit bonkers with that. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put one over here. Put one over here. We'll just keep an eye on that real estate agent in case he drops down, and I know then that I'll have to remove something. All right. So we're going to use a KISS theory on this and just keep it hopefully simple. We will do a row of these things along the side here. Alright, now we kind of have a border, and we'll go and do the same on the other side of the driveway. Lavender hedges are quite pretty anyway. So all I'm doing is eyeballing the area. And you know what? We might just, yeah, we'll go with the By Many lavender along the front. And we might just put maybe one rose bush in, and then we'll intersperse. No, we won't. We'll just cram these in as a hedge. I know, I could walk faster without it, but that's fine. Let's just go one rose bush about here, and then we'll hedge it. I guess I'm going to have to bite the bullet and put another rose bush in, maybe about here. And we'll just work down to about there. Go back to our rose bushes, into flower beds, our cheap rose, where is it? There it is. We want one there. And we want to put one there, just enough to break it up, just the tiniest little bit, and pull it in together with the center row of roses. So that's what we'll do there, and I'll just put one over here. Alright, that's it for that section. We need some kind of daisy-like flower. So we've got chrysanthemums, they're a nice traditional. We've got marigolds, Adonis venalis, what are they? They look kind of daisy-ish, but they're also $7 one. Let's find something a bit cheaper if we can. So small dahlias, $4.21. Aster alpinus, they're tiny. Marigolds look like it though, because they're 65 cents. They may actually win on price alone. Gazanias, okay, no. You know what? I'm going to dare the real estate agent, because gazanias in the white. Yeah, we'll go with the white. Hopefully that's small, otherwise I'm going to just change my mind again. It's not as small as I'd like. So what we're doing is just giving it a little bit of variety on the side. It's one of these simple kind of gardens. And then we're just going to be a bit random in here. English gardens, they like mass plantings and flowers. So we're just going to go for the random kind of look. Back it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, we're not so random here, but that's because we can. So I'm not going to do much more than this with this garden. Like I said, the real estate agent is our client, and something tells me he doesn't go for expensive gardens. He looks like the kind of dude who likes his low maintenance bits and bobs. I'm just going to smack a few along there. So gazanias are pretty tough if the ones in my garden are anything to go by. I don't have any white ones though. I've got yellows and oranges. So they're not that tall either. They're more a bushy kind of thing. But that's okay. So I'm figuring if he wants plants that the tenants can't kill, this is probably his best bet. Oops. So we're just going to go very quickly. We're going to pop these gazanias in along here. I'm going to smack in a few marigolds along the way. I'm just going to keep half an eye on the real estate agent in case price is going to play a bit of a part in the garden for him. Theoretically it should, but we will see. Oh, and I have to remember to put in some round bushes. Apparently round bushes are an English garden thing, so I might put some round bushes in at that back fence line while I remember. That way we'll at least fill the criteria. So we go deciduous, we go broad, round. I'm really tempted by that red thing. Broad bush, and basically the English garden has natural shapes. So let's have a look and see what our cheapskate bushes are. The dwarf shrub's looking good. I don't like it, but it's looking good. Where's that round bush again? Okay, so the round bush is really only 12. Okay, let's grab a couple of... Ooh. Something a little bit... I don't know. Roses are white, and lavender's purple. A house is a brown colour. I want something to contrast with lavender. You know what? I am going to go for that pretty little red thing. We are going to put, just to keep people happy, we're going to put one here, one here, one here, and one here. That will do. So I suppose I should probably put the plant in now that I've done that. So normally I'd put in a lot more plants, but we'll see. I've never really done one that's a bit sparse, so I don't know how the garden competition will even go with this. But I like flipping with a client in mind. I'm just going to grab that and drag it a little bit closer to here. There we go. Normally I pick a plant that's that ties in with the rest of the garden. I haven't done that in this case. I might have to think about that. Alright, So we now have fulfilled our natural bushes requirement. I'm actually going to go back to the main tab, find those roses I used, and we're just going to put in two there, and I might put, actually we'll put another two in here. We'll grab the lavender that we used before, put that there, and then we'll put a row of it. Okay, we'll put in two there, that's good. And maybe, no, okay, we're not going to put lavender around the trees, we're just going to keep it there. Then we're going to go back to our gazanias and just tie this section here together with a few of these little white things. If I can tuck it, just pivot. Using the mouse wheel to turn the flowers, I'm just trying to get them in a bit closer. That's not going to work for me, so we won't put them in there. Alrighty, and then I'm just going to go along the back of the house, and I want to just pivot it that way so it takes up more space. I'd like to put something in that defined a garden bed, as in just, you know, some kind of dirt that you could spread, but there isn't anything really. There are garden beds themselves in the thing that you can buy, but they're not quite what I'm after. So something more like more spreadable, a bit like the, what do you call it? A bit like the gravel in the soil. So this is, I've got to go around with marigolds in a minute, and then I think that's where we're going to leave this garden. Actually, I've got a bit of a garden bed going there, so why don't we just put a few random gazanias for a flower meadow. Actually, you know what? Oh, I forgot the trees. Oops. So one of the other things that I read was that a flower meadow is English garden. So I don't know if this is actually going to get me any points on the layout, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, so that's that done. And the only other thing I might add here is a reading corner. We're going to use a one of those sunbed things in furniture, sun chair, and we'll just go for a really cheap one if we can find one that looks kind of, I didn't want to go that cheap, but okay, let's do this. Sun lounger, we might go for that one. What are my choices? What's that like? Okay. Someone likes to sit out amongst the flowers. We'll just pop that over there. Okay, we are now going with our final plant, not the targeters, although that's 421. That's actually quite a neat little plant. I'm going to grab our flower beds. Hang on a minute. Chrysanthemums or our 65-cent marigolds, because they're cheap and they're there. And they just help blend the lawn in a little bit with, I don't even know if this is what they mean by flower meadow. Oops, I forgot to put my gazanias around that tree. And around this tree. Kind of random. And then we'll add a few in along the house line. I'm so lousy at keeping things simple. Here we go. So this may yet be the worst English garden I have ever designed. Although it is a lot simpler than the best one I've designed. So I guess we'll see what the contrast is when we get it done. So for our real estate agent, he's going to have tenants to worry about. What we're doing is we're just giving him hardy plants, because lavender is fairly hardy. Gazanias are definitely hardy. Marigolds are insanely hardy most of the time. You've got to work pretty hard to kill them. Roses, depending on which ones you get, are quite durable as well. Alright, so that just brings the colour in the garden up just a little bit. I think I may have used a bit much of it because it's actually a lot of bright spots. So we've managed to give these tenants a nice garden. We've used flowers for an English garden, and we're almost there. And I've forgotten to take any screenshots while I still had light. That's a bit of a pain. Alrighty. Just pop a few in here to bring that up. And I would say we're definitely going to go to auction this episode and start a new project next episode. We'll just see how well or how badly we went. This house doesn't have a lot of the bells and whistles that I normally put into a house, so I'm actually curious to see what the price is going to be like. I could have pushed the price a bit higher if I'd gone for the Smoths or the Johnsons, because we could have added quite a few more things in there. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. Alrighty, almost there. So there, this is my quick and cheap version of an English garden. Well, okay, hopefully cheap version. I need to go back around with the gazanias on the trees because I missed a couple of the trees. The other thing that the orange marigolds do is they tie in the orange bushes, so you've now got your link between your orange foliage and your flower beds. So it's not quite as random as it sounds. It is pretty random, but all right. I haven't continued the flower meadow down the side. I've just done it up the back and around one side of the house. So that is interesting. All right, let's go back to our gazanias. These will be the last plants we put in before I call the auction. And grab those, buy many. Like I said, I forgot to put them in around here. Sorry, here is where I meant. There we go. Got carried away with my flower meadow. Looks like someone's gone mad with sprinkles. Alrighty. So here we have our flower meadow. We have massed plantings of flowers. We have our natural shaped bushes. We've left the trees in for natural shape and cover. We've put a small variant of comfy furniture in, nothing too expensive. Normally I like a lot more expensive furniture in my yard, but that's it. We've brightened the edge of the house up again with more massed plantings. We've remembered to include roses, which an English garden likes. I haven't put in a pond. So I may be penalised for not putting in a pond. It just seems to me that a pond would be an expense that our businessman might, that our real estate agent might not like. That and the liability issue with kids and ponds. So I'm just going to grab a screenshot probably of that for this episode. There we go. Hopefully it's not too dark. And we are going to go straight into our garden auction. So enter I'm trying to think of what I've forgotten. And yeah, submit for the garden contest. Going to go to English. Okay, loose natural layout, flower beds with perennials, naturally shaped bushes. Now I haven't put any romantic corners in. I have included a bench. I have included roses. Put any vines in. I wonder if I can escape. Ooh, we can. And the walls are usually made of brick or stone. Let's have a look at vines. That is something I haven't played with before. I don't know where to find it, so. Huh. Alright, I would have to take out flowers. We're going to just go with the blow on that one. Alright, let's garden contest this thing and see how we go. So vine apparently is important. And I always miss them with my English garden. I'm going to have to try and put that in. What I'm trying to find... I've seen it before. There are vine-covered walls that you can put in. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's under walls and under panels. Okay, no, there goes that idea. The walls of the house, if I was going all out, I would actually repanel them in brick because we don't have any stone panels. So that would be that. Yep. Architecture maybe? No. Fences. Nope. And definitely not under furniture. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Plants, alright. Let's do a quick skinny through the plants and see what we can find. Alright, so there are vines, so vine-covered walls we could do. Next time I'll try and remember to put those in and we'll see what difference that makes to our score. Okay, recreation. I don't think it was in surfaces at all. I thought that was just for pavers. Yeah. And other. Okay. So then the vines for your vine-covered walls for your English garden would be your those vines in plants. Oops. There we go. Just wrecking the cords on my computer. So let's hit enter. We'll go for our garden contest. Don't click on any of these or you'll end up entering the contest. Just move your mouse over them. Alright, walls and paths are made of brick or stone. So I've ignored that part as well. Let's enter that. Okay, so the layout is really good. The plant selection is really good, but I really flunked on the equipment. Alright, so it just goes to show you can actually do a cheaper English garden. So I had no pond and I had no stone paths. So I'm thinking that's where I fell down on that one, but that's not too bad. Alright, let's escape out of that one. The house is on sale. We've got 25% more on our selling price. Let's put this thing on auction and see how much we can get. Alright. 82 would cover the price maybe. No, it wouldn't. There you go. So we're selling for a really low profit. Elegant, no trash. Did I miss something? I wonder. What else is his problem? Elegant and no trash. Alright, I'm not sure what he wants. He's happy with the sauna, the 2 sofas, the kitchenette and the living room. 4 bathrooms, but he likes them to be personal bathrooms. And 4 bedrooms. 4 bedrooms? How did I manage that? The 2 couches. The 2 couches must count as beds, and the 2 beds in the bedrooms count as beds. So there you go, 4 bedrooms. He's a very happy bunny. Let's see if we can get him Sorry, we'll oops, close that. We'll negotiate. Maybe just negotiate halfway up and see if he laughs at us. All right, negotiate that offer. Always negotiate. What can they say? No? Hey, in this case he said yes. So we got ourselves an extra 12 and a bit grand. I rarely ever take that bar right up to the top because I'm chicken mostly. All right, so we've actually made a profit of 73,415. Not quite double the house price, but not bad at all. Pretty happy with that. And we sold to one of our buyers that we haven't sold to before. Let's accept that offer and head back to the office. All right, we apparently need to avoid deciduous plants in a modern garden because you need to clean up after them, but they're really good to have in your English garden. All right, so I think that's where we'll leave it for today. I'm just going to work out what to do tomorrow. This is a utility garden, or it will be if I can actually get to it. Basically, with our profit of, let's go to our browser actually. Why don't we buy another house if we can? We have 159 grand in the bank. We may not be able to. Let's check it. If we buy another house, I am going to have to do another job because 9 grand will not be enough to flip it. But I already own 8. So, I mean, we could go to the boring house, the house that's hiding something. Hucksters, we do have another bunker down here we can flip. That's pretty tempting. All right, so I think what we'll do is we'll hang on to our profit for the moment. We'll work out what to flip come tomorrow. We'll check our mail. See, we do have these last 2 things to do that we haven't done yet. So they're also tempting, but what I might do is we might start another flip instead. And that would be that. The purpose of this flip, let's just go to our tab. Of all the clients that we've got, we haven't sold one to, okay, we haven't sold one to Chang Chua. We could try, possibly with the boring house. All right, we've sold 2 to him, 1 to him. We've now managed to nail down Jack Tarrington. Jimmy Trader. We didn't sell 1 to him. Okay. Jan Tarts, yes. Raphael has liked our houses so much he's bought 3. That's kind of nice. The Smoths have bought 1 and Veronica's bought 1. So the only outstanding client we've got, or the 2, is Jimmy Trader, who's a pain to try and sell to, and Chang Chua. And I don't know if we're going to manage it. We can have a look at those guys. Out of the other guys, we've got Ted around, and he's not too bad. And Maria Kulkowski. So we might try for one of them with one of our other bunkers. But next target will be either Jimmy Trader or the student. And if I can't swing it for either of them, I'm just going to take the top buyer and maximize it out to them. So that should be interesting. All right. So tomorrow we will go for this one. I'm just going to have a quick peek and get half an idea of what I want to do. Where's the sauna? Asks Giorgio Chanois. So, selling a house to Giorgio, a sauna is a great idea. Oh my. All right, our top buyers are the Smoths, of course. Although I somehow think the businessmen may have gotten their dialogue. That's funny. The Johnson family is the 3rd down. The Jan Tarts are the 4th. And Jimmy Trader is our 5th buyer down. So what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much going to clean up. Oh, really? The mole is back? Oh, no. I'm going to clean everything up. And, well, someone had a very good time. We're going to clean everything up, but I'm actually going to leave the furniture in just to start with. And we're going to play games with the furniture and see if we can't get Jimmy Trader to move closer to the top by choosing different furniture. Okay, the back door's here too, isn't it? Yep, okay. Well, I reckon we got a little bit of work to do. Oh wait, what's down there? Apart from a mess, so this room can be anything we like. Alright, let's have a look at Jimmy Trader and we'll think about it. I might go through to a clean and have a prelim think. Okay, he likes just one bedroom, so we need to watch what couches we put in there. No kid stuff. He likes having a sauna because it's easier to convince a woman to walk around in a towel. It's also easier to convince a guy to do the same, so I guess. No TV in the bedroom and a double bed. Alrighty. He also likes some TVs in the living room. Alright, so TVs in the living room, none in the bedroom, new furnishings, so we will have to sell all the furnishings eventually. He doesn't like classic furniture or stuff from older fashioned furniture. He doesn't like single beds. This one always confuses me. Chicks like expensive house equipment, but it's a negative for him. So I'm not quite sure what's happening with that. With a TV in the bedroom, I wouldn't fall asleep. Sorry, but I'm single, no 2 bedrooms. Don't like the kid stuff. He likes order, so, don't be too random. And he likes a large living room if we can swing it. So large living room, single bedroom, sauna. Man, doesn't want much. So this could either be a large living room, a large bedroom, or a sauna. We're going to get rid of those because basically we need to. And we'll hit, yeah. Alright, well that will keep folks busy. That's a busted PowerPoint. We'll need to fix that. Alright, so we're going to do a prelim clean and have a think about it. And then tomorrow we're going to come back in and start. So we're going to need to fix that broken PowerPoint. We need to have a sauna somewhere. Let's have a quick looky up here and see if there's anywhere that looks likely. It would be nice to kind of have an idea of what he likes about the property when we start, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, I'm going to leave the furniture in. Normally I would just sell it. He likes modern, so we are going to get rid of the old-fashioned lights. Yeah, definitely getting rid of those. So I might as well... Oops, maybe not with a hammer. So I might as well just get rid of them while I remember. It's very zen, this game. Quickest way to clean up some of this mess would just be to sell the furniture, but I'm actually just going to clean. Alright, if you have a look over there in the corner, our main buyers are shifting up and down as we get rid of some of this cleaning. We really don't want to sell this to the Johnsons because we're not going to be able to give them the number of bedrooms that they would prefer for their kid and their mother-in-law living with them. So we're going to try and dissuade them. Alrighty, so we've kept the furniture and just gotten rid of the clutter. And what I'm hoping is that'll give me an idea of who likes what, maybe. Alright, let's give this place a quick scrub. We are going to have to clean the windows. I'm not doing that today. So I'm just going to give this place a quick once over. This lounge room is pretty large. I'm thinking that back room is way too small for a large bedroom, and probably way too small for a sauna. And it certainly wouldn't be a large living room. What have I missed? Something over there. I'm just being really lazy and cleaning via the mini map. Okay. And we'll give this a quick scrub. What a clean home. I'm pretty sure they're being sarcastic in this case. So my guess is that that is what Jimmy would consider something from the Great Depression. Probably. Oh, it always gets me. Alright, sometimes it won't clean up if you're too close. So you just back up a little bit. Yes, in real life I would close the door. Alright, he is a bit of a clean freak. See, this is a good garden bed, we might just leave that in. A young couple needs a comfortable bed. Alright, so what I'm thinking is that the businessman's head has been switched with the Smoth family, because he's giving all of the normal things that the Smoth family would give, all the normal responses. Okay, that paint is on the inside. Okay, let's just get rid of the hose. Just grab our bottles and bits, get rid of them as well. Okay, so pretty much all tidying up has given us is a shift amongst the top 4 customers. And I think for this one we're going to need to count that businessman as the Smoth family. So the businessman is still at the top. The Smoth family would be the 4th down in this case. Looks, there we go. Okay, so this is either our sauna or our living room, maybe. Kitchenette, living room, okay, fine, sold. We'll do kitchenette, living room, that'll be fine. I know I said I wasn't going to do the windows, but this is where this is. So that's 1. So if this is going to be the living room, downstairs is going to be the sauna, which means that the bedroom is going to be as it is, which means it's going to be quite small, unless I can rearrange a couple of walls, which shouldn't be too hard when I think about it. So this is quite a large space. I don't think I can hammer out this particular wall though. No, okay, that's not going to happen. Right. We could turn this into a sauna. Matter of fact, we might just turn this into a sauna because the downstairs would make a better double bedroom. Okay, so this will be our sauna. This will be our living room, maybe with a small kitchenette in it. I'm just contemplating whether or not I want to put an extra wall in here and maybe opposite it. Yeah. Because then we could take out right, so we'd end up doing that, sell that, and take a hammer to this. Because then what I could do is I can put a doorway leading into the sauna. Or I can move, yeah, no, doorway leading into the sauna. So that's what we'll do with that. This is just wasted space. It's driving me batty. batty crazy. So we don't need that, and we don't need that. See, now everyone's whining. Okay, but have a look at this. We got rid of the bedroom and we got rid of the Smoth family. No, we got rid of the Johnson family. And we brought Chang Chua onto the screen. So we know what to do with him. Kind of. So basically we're going to turn this room into a sauna. Yes, it has a back door in it, which is a pain. I'm thinking we're going to put another door in here somewhere, just so that it goes straight into the bathroom. We're going to turn this into a living room area and maybe take out the kitchenette. And downstairs we're going to make a massive bedroom. So that is pretty much what we're going to do. Given that it's going for Jimmy or Chang Chua, and neither of them are the gardening type, we're probably going to put in another modern garden rather than an American garden or crop or English garden, and that's pretty much it. So thank you for hanging with me, and I will catch you back to the office. Yes, and I'll catch you all tomorrow hopefully. So take care out there, and I will see you around.